So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Begling.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The national anthem of Argentina rings out. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this fella, Emi Martinez, is certainly one that fits the bill. He's one of the characters left in the game nowadays. I mean, people describe him as a little eccentric, and truth be told, he is at times, but I think we need that in the modern game. We need our characters, we need our big personalities, and I'm glad we've got one here.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Tries a shot! It's gone out for a throw-in. It's a really well-measured ball. Romero. Medina. Almada. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Tries one from range! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cabo Verde with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's gone looking for safety. That's a throw. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. He is through here. And now the breakaway. Oh, that's well spotted. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Montiel. Fernandez. And it's Messi. Argentina do have a chance to counter here. Can he latch on to this? De Paul. And Almada. Nicely weighted ball.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Shapes to shoot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he doesn't have hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
That's good running with the... He'll try from distance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cabo Verde have their second corner now. Argentina are looking to go forward now. Decent chance! Mighty close.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
McAllister works it forward. Foot in. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Romero. Fernandez. And it's made its way to him. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Spread it left. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Argentina! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Argentina have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Martinez. That's put paid to the danger. It's a pretty loose pass. Pass somewhat off target. Great chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Martinez is offering a wry smile there.
And that brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Cabo Verde trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers...
Everyone takes a well-earned rest. And so the action is resumed.
Cabo Verde can really do with some bigger names standing up.
Montiel has it out wide and in space. He's rising! Oh, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Well, that has not gone well. Almada. And it's McAllister. Almada.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Martinez! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Over to the right flank. And it's been hooked away. He's having a pop! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Almada does really well to win the ball there. Martinez, who does have an assist to his name. Well, that is one way to stop him. De Paul, Here comes the cross. And here's Messi. And it's McAllister. Oh, good take in a good area. Pressing high and with purpose.
Cabo Verde seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Threads one in.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that could set him on his way. And he shoots! Oh, it's hit the post! That's really well cleared. Cabo Verde very much running into the last chance saloon.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Looking to play him in. That has been cut short. Fernandez. Now it's Simeone. Great defending, strong. It's a quick one. And here's Lautaro Martinez.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
That ball looks a good one. Shot could be on. Goes to finish! And he's there to clear it. Oh, that was vital. Gonzalez. Now it's Martinez. And Medina. Fernandez. And Medina. He's picked his way through. That's good vision. And we're done. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Cabo Verde just couldn't get into any kind of rhythm after going a goal down. It made life so easy for the opposition, who hardly broke sweat in the end, Peter.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. De Paul. And this is Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? An uncompromising challenge. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Argentina benefiting from an own goal. Not that you'll hear them complaining.
Well, Peter, it's a welcome lead, whatever way it came.
In towards the back stick. Defending of the desperate variety. De Paul for Messi. Montiel. Fernandez. Now it's Martinez. Spread it left. Almada.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Oh, great leap! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Martinez! And how good was that? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable. Cabo Verde really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Almada. Now Martinez. And it's Messi. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. It's a promising position. That's good play. He's had a shot! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
Good running, strong and purposeful. That's a good ball out wide. That's an imaginative pass. Medina. Almada. No, it's come to nothing. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Well, that's a dangerous... And Messi! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Looking to play him in. And that's a simple one for the keeper. All the way back.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
And that brings the first half to a close. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. We're on the move again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go...
Shot a goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Ambitious ball here. And that was asking for too much. De Paul. Plays the return pass. Now it's Martinez. Now it's De Paul. And he's managed to get free. And here's Messi! No, not quite.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Almada. Martinez. Can he get on the end of this? It's a goal kick.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Fernandez does really well to win the ball there. He's found a way through. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Almada, he's picked his way through. He's having a shot! Oh, he's having a go! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
McAllister clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
And he's forced to go back. Passing is crisp and sharp. And the pass is intercepted. Fernandez. Now it's Messi. Now it's Fernandez. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Now it's De Paul. Now who's going to be first to this? You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And he skips past his man. He has found the way through. That's rather hopeful. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Medina, and it's Fernandez. Aimed beyond the defence. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Nice bit of trickery. Real, and a shot! And he's there to belt it away. Spread out to the left. Almada, he's got away. Delivered low. Can he finish? Oh, extraordinary.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Cabo Verde really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
A probing pass. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Palacios. Now it's Alvarez. Gonzalez. Martinez goes for a shot! Well taken goal. They are playing them off the park.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. Now he's got space here. Deftly away. Now it's David. He's got away with one there. They've played it short. Now the goes for a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Tries to play it through. That is ended up in no man's land. Buchanan. Oh, lovely feeding is such a good move. And the shot! Goal! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Canada break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. And the keeper's given it away. Lovely pass. Shot, surely! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Buchanan. David. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Georgia are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's come in hard.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Tries one from range. And the keeper could only will that wide of the post.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Driving on and making good progress. And he's got away from him. Decent chance! And it's come back out to him. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Delivered from distance. Cleared without hesitation. Ball's gone out of play. Space for him to turn and look. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. David. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He's had a crack. Hefty challenge, but fair enough. Chance for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Kone. Oh, that is a nice touch. And the ball is out of play.
Georgia truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time. Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Johnston. Pass somewhat off target. Cornelius does really well to win the ball there. Kone. Now, what about a counter-attack? Looking to play him in. Look at the... And a chance! Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Has been indicated.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. The pass has gone astray. And the referee has blown for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite this.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Oh, that's a brilliant save! Oh, he's missed it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
And it's been taken short. Shot a goal! Chance again? No.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Now that looks a decent ball. Flashes it across. Oh, that's fabulous. And he cuts out the supply. Laiea. Kone. And he's found a way past. Canada ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Buchanan does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Turns back here, probably the best option. Over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Strong running down that left flank. Distributed tidily. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Played out wide. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's gone back to the keeper. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. David, there's the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Eustachio actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Georgia are looking to go forward now. No, again there's no way through. De Fougerolles. Kone. And it's Eustachio. Good ball, good take. Spread out to the left. Nicely weighted ball.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Tries a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substitution in progress.
Canada have opted to make another change here. Now, can they get him away? And he's picked it up out wide.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Eustachio.
Georgia are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defense.
He'll try from distance!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Can he get it through? Just 5 minutes remaining now. He is through here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Has been indicated.
Searching pass he's played there. That's a sharp pass. Oh, some astute defending there. And time is up. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Georgia desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Immediately.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
So we're very much on the way now. Tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Bruno Guimaraes! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Rafinha. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net in all sorts of ways. Sometimes you just wonder how you're going to stop him, and I think as a defender you'd be hard-pressed for answers.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Alexandro. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, he's having a go! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Oh, what has happened here? Moved on forwards. Ødegaard. Driving on and making good progress. Neymar has it out wide and in space. Neymar. Chance, surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that's a throw-in. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Ødegaard. He's had it taken off him. Looking for options for movement. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Now it's Rafinha. And he's had it nicked away. Solot. Now it's Haaland. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cross is getting up there! Goal! Norway! And it's Norway who take the lead. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Norway have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will...
Shapes to shoot! Cleared away. Oh, he's been caught napping. Haaland. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. Showing good feet. Opts to play it back. Solot. Now it's Evan-Nielsen. Haaland. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Picked out, there's the shot! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Alexandro. And it's Ødegaard. Neymar. And for the first half, that is that. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Brazil come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we are back underway.
Brazil really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. Brazil really could have done without this. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's Neymar! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And it's Paquetá. Well, that has not gone well.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Now it's Evan-Nielsen. Evan-Nielsen! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Evan-Nielsen looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, there's little doubt they'll try to frustrate him and negate his teamwork. Easy to say, but not easy in practice.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And he's been shifted off it. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Neymar. Ederson. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And that should get the job done. Neymar. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. It's a throw-in. It's a pretty loose pass. Not the most accurate pass. And that is a little undercooked. Evan-Nielsen is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's going for goal! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Time then for the first substitution of the game. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Berger. Really fierce, close defending. Neymar just eases him off the ball. Ødegaard. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Rafinha bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That's a good ball out wide. Eva Nielsen. Rafinha.
Brazil are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Berger clears without hesitation. Now Ederson, and it's Guimaraes.
That was lovely, that.
And there's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now it's Rafinha. Oh, that's neat. Berger. Rafinha tries to pass it through. Goes for a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bob, can he get on the end of this? Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Haaland. Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno, chance for a shot! In he goes again! And there's a goal! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? They knocked and knocked, but there is time for no more. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Eva Nielsen! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. And that really is so impressive. Norway are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, super find. Eva Nielsen picks it up out wide. And that was nowhere near his best. That could spell trouble. Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Brazil are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Haaland. And here's Sørloth. And here's Haaland. And he's got the beating of his man. Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. And he's picked it up out wide. He has found the way through. That's tidy. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Ederson. Rafinha. Tries a shot! Sørloth.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's destined for the flank. It's a promising position. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Haaland. Has a look and plays it forward. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. He's found a way through. Oh, good spread. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Rafinha actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's in a great position here. Great chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
A case now of complete control. Gabriel has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Looking for options for movement, and he's picked out the run. Now it's Rafinha. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Berger. That's Sørloth. Eva Nielsen. Well, that'll do under the circumstances. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Now it's Sørloth. Now it's Eva Nielsen. Half-time getting close now. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played out wide. And it's Paquetá. Ibanez. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that's neat. Oh, he's having a go! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
Now it's Haaland. Aimed beyond the defence. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Bruno Guimaraes. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Brazil absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Brazil are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. And we are back underway.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Bruno Guimaraes, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Odegaard bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Odegaard receives it in a good position here. Oh, good play! He's got a goal! And they are right back within touch! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Marquinhos. And it's Alexandro. Odegaard. Solot receives it in a wide position. Neymar. Alexandro. Eva Nielsen being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Rafinha. And here's Eva Nielsen. Forced to go back. Wriggles his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Solot, and he is dashing away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
No, it's come to nothing. He's cut it out. And that's really well manoeuvred. And here's Eva Nielsen, pinches it off him. And he's being shifted off it.
Ah, welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Eva Nielsen deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Rafinha. And this is Neymar. And the shot! And there's a goal! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So now the difference is 3. Ryerson gets into a good position. Terrific effort! It's a goal! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Norway may be down, but not out just yet. And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Berger, that's a little off target. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Great defending, strong and determined. Berger. And here's Evan Nielsen. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. And that could set him on his way. Weverton gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And the number on the board is 3. That's been slipped through. Ibanez. Bruno Guimaraes. And the referee brings it to a close. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Evan Nielsen on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.